Hello, everyone. Well, we are here to talk about products in your hair. We did do a emergency bang trim on Sally. We called her Sally. Actually, she had the name Susie too. Anyways, but Sally had a bang trim, and I posted that. I'm now doing a product, more a shampoo and conditioner. I know a lot of people don't. They think we're just trying to sell them something. We aren't. We're trying to prescribe you something for your hair that you need for your hair, whether it be because of your scalp condition, your hair conditioning, or styling to make a certain haircut or style to look the way it's supposed to look from the picture that you showed us. So we've recommended a product to use in it. We're recommending shampoos and conditioners because the condition of your hair or your scalp. So our point of view, most hairdressers are not salespeople. They are there to do hair, and their expertise is hair. So when your stylist recommends a product for your hair, or a shampoo, conditioner, hairspray, whatnot, it's usually because they're recommending for whatever reason that you've asked about. Say you get your hair colored on a regular basis, and you go out and buy a shampoo and conditioner from the dollar store. That hair service you just probably spent close to $100 to $200 on, that's going to last, or you're hoping it's going to last 4 to 6 weeks. Well, it's not going to last 4 to 6 weeks. It probably won't even last a week. You're paying for a professional service, but yet you're maintaining it or caring for it with a low quality product. So my thing here is to make people aware of products. Professional products are better for your hair in the long run. For your hair, your scalp, also for whatever you're having done to your hair, whether it be the haircut or the service that you're having done to it. Also, you're gonna save money in the long run because you're using less of a professional product than you are something that you've bought from the drugstore, the grocery store, or the dollar store. When people tell me they're buying shampoo from the drugstore or the grocery store, and then when they tell me the dollar store, it almost makes me want to cringe. It's almost like, why are you getting this service done, and you're paying all this money for this service, and then you go and maintain it or take care of it with a product that is actually gonna make that service not last as long. So I've brought out a couple products. My thing is more first of maintaining your scalp and your hair condition. So through different shampoos and conditioners or leave-in treatments and different things like that, you can help the condition of your hair, whether you're a person that colors your hair, a person that perms your hair, a person that doesn't do any of those. You might have gray hair, or I like to call it Arctic blonde. So stuff to maintain that. You might have issues with your scalp, whether it be dry, dandruff, dry scalp, product buildup. That's another thing that a lot of these products that you're buying in the grocery store, drugstore, dollar store add to your hair and your scalp, so which will cause it to have the appearance of dandruff when it's not. It's actually product buildup in your hair and on your scalp. So one of my favorite, and one that I won't use, this is pretty much what I use. Whatever, like right now it's the color preserving shampoo I use from Lanza, and then the Kukui nut and I said that wrong, conditioner. There is actual conditioner that goes with the color treated hair, but all of these healing color care or healing moisture care, all the healing is color safe, except for other clarifying shampoos, of course. So this is a higher end product. It's not cheap, but you use very little. you only use the size of a dime. You'll wash your hair once, twice possibly, and then the conditioner, the same thing, size of a dime. You emulsify them in your hands, your wet hands, and you put it through your hair. Conditioners generally don't need to go towards the scalp, unless your scalp's very drying, but then you would get something, a shampoo and conditioner that's geared to that particular issue. This, it would more towards your ends. You don't need it on your scalp. The conditioner, the shampoo, of course, on your scalp. Another product, argan oil products. This is just one that I've purchased. It's a shampoo. It's got argan oil in it. A lot of people like argan oil or different things with different more natural oils in them, like Moroccan oil, coconut oil, stuff like that. Just be careful that you're not allergic to nuts and different things that you can't put this on your scalp. A lot of products are putting natural stuff in it. With any kind of product, beauty product, whether it's for your hair, for your face, for your body, be very careful what you're using, because a lot of times these companies, whether it's professional or bought in the grocery store, drugstore, they'll say stuff's in there and it's not necessarily in there. They don't have to specify. And a lot of times companies will have a DIN number on something, or it's a kind of like a guarantee. Lanza, I won't use pretty much anything else. I've tried other things after I've used Lanza products, especially their Healing Color Care line or Healing line. But there's other good products to use out there. There's Paul Mitchell, there's Bedhead, there's Big Sexy Hair, there's Matrix products. It's whatever you like to use. You have to kind of play around with the different things to see what you like best. Like, for instance, I can't use one, I won't say the name of it, but there's one brand I can't use their products. I can't use their color line. I can't use their products. They're a professional line. They're a good line, but it bothers my scalp. So whatever's in that product line bothers my scalp, so I can't use it. And I think I'm doing too long on this video. Okay. So another thing, good shampoo and conditioner. So there's different types of hair. So you have dry scalp, oily scalp, or you have curly hair, straight hair, wavy hair, ethnic hair, like where it's really coarse and straight, or it's really kind of coarse and curly. You also have issues with scalp. You could have dry scalp, dandruff, oily scalp. Oily scalp is a really hard. I don't have an oily scalp, but I have people I know that have oily scalp, and it's really hard to find something to take away from that oil, where they're like the next day or in a few hours their hair's just as oily as before they washed it. And it's not because it's not clean, it's just because their oil in their scalp is overactive for whatever reason. It could be puberty, it could be just something in your system, it could be just that's what happens. It's a hereditary thing. So there's 2 or 3 options for the oily hair. One, you can try tea tree based shampoo and a light detangler conditioner. Don't use a heavy. And those things you would put directed towards the end, mid shaft down on your hair rather than on your scalp. Sometimes the volumizing shampoos and conditioners, those ones in whatever line, they're good for as well for oily hair. It just depends on what line. I will look into that a little bit. I know because I work at Great Clips, their solutions line, their volumizing shampoo and conditioner is really good for oily scalp, oily hair, oily scalp, where you tend to get oil quickly. Another one is tea tree shampoos. I like those for oily scalp. Clarifying shampoo, just be careful with the clarifying shampoo because it's meant to take out things like it's good for people who swim, chlorine, to take out the chlorine buildup in hair. Like if you have kids that go swimming a lot in the summer, it's good for that. I always call it, you can tell if somebody has, or usually children, girls, they'll come in and they'll be, say, blonde, not necessarily blonde, but like their bottoms of their hair will look like, I call it Barbie doll hair. It has that shiny kind of, almost doesn't look real hair. And that is usually buildup of chlorine on their hair, which causes more tangles and mats, and it's hard to brush through, and it just doesn't feel good on the hair. So you would need either a swimmer's shampoo to get that buildup off, or a clarifying shampoo works as well. I think each professional line, from Matrix to Lanza they all have a clarifying shampoo for sure. There is one line, it's called Malibu, and it comes in little packets, and they have a swimmer's shampoo as well. So what else? I just, you have to kind of try stuff out. Everybody has their favorites. Mine's Lanza. But there's different products in different product lines that I like, and it's not necessarily a particular one. Like the Bedhead, I love this hairspray. Some other people don't like it, but to me, one thing, it's got a good hold, but two, it does not smell like that hairspray smell. It almost has like a fruity smell to it. There's shampoos and conditioners for people with curly hair. So this is a conditioner, and it's for curly hair. It's sulfate free, and it helps tame your curls a little bit. They don't look so frizzy. Again, another conditioner or shampoo or whatever, same kind of rules, just mid shaft down. You don't need it on your root. Unless you feel your scalp's a little dry, then you can put a little on your scalp, but I would rinse it out. We also have shampoos and conditioners that have a tint in them. This is it's called Gem, and it's a Celeb product. I'm not overly familiar with this. I bought this because when I was red, I would put this in to keep my color brighter or fresher or richer looking. There's also a lot of people, there's called bluing shampoo, we call it, or Glimmer Lights, there's one, or they call it a violet shampoo or whatnot. That's really good for actually any hair color. It's good for people who are Arctic blonde or gray. It brightens up the gray and takes out that yellowness that some people get in their hair. Some it's from smoking, some it's from just, I don't know if it's what the product that they're using at the time that adds a buildup and gives it a yellow tinge. The bluing shampoo or violet shampoo is good for people who are brunettes. It makes your hair, your color look richer. Blondes, it takes out the brassiness. What else? Redheads, the violet would also make it be a bit richer. And the thing with the tinting shampoos, whether it be the violet shampoo, this one's a red, this particular line has a lot of different colors, so it's almost, you just wash it in your hair. They have a conditioner as well. It's just if you want to keep that color vibrant, right? So it's basically the same thing, just size of a dime. Emulsify it in your wet hands, put it through your hair. You let it sit if you want it, if it's one of these tint shampoos and conditioners. The one thing with the tint shampoos and conditioners, or the violet shampoos and bluing shampoos, you want to only use those, say you wash your hair 3 times a week. You only want to use it the one time, right? Every, say, couple times you would use it, because you don't want to have, if you're a blonde or Arctic blonde, you don't want to have a blue hair tinge, or maybe you do, but if you generally just want to brighten up your hair and freshen up your existing color, you would just use it, say, 1 time out of 3, and then just go back to your regular professional shampoo and conditioner that you use normally. And that's another thing as well. You don't need to wash your hair every day. I know like people that they might have a job where they get, their hair might get oily, dirty, or they might have a job where they get sweaty and that kind of thing. If that's the case, use a gentle shampoo and just wash your hair, I think, once, and then add a little conditioner to the ends so it stays conditioned, because you can be drying out your hair. Now, there's another thing about, okay, I'm gonna bring up this tea tree shampoo. It's tea tree shampoo. It's good for dandruff. It's good for dry scalp. It's good for even oily scalp. And it's generally, you got to watch those. Some of the tea tree shampoos might be a little strong for colored hair, but if you're using it just at your scalp, wash it out once and then use your other shampoo. But it is good for dandruff and stuff. But there is a trick to the dandruff thing, or actually tea tree helps in some cases, if it's done properly or approached properly, it can help with thinning in the scalp, in the hair. What you have to do in a general rule, and this, I was told this in hairdressing school, if you find that you're thinning a bit, male or female, massaging your scalp with the towel, or brushing your scalp, giving it a massage, causing the blood to flow to your scalp and feed the hair follicles that are there, you will maintain what you have, and possibly you will see regrowth, but it's only if there is a live papilla, which is your root for your hair. So that's a possibility. And to use each line has one, and there's one that helps with people that thin. Paul Mitchell has one, Lanza has one. The Lanza one, a friend of mine, she had thinning on top, and a few years ago she used the Lanza shampoo and conditioner and treatment for thinning hair, and she noticed a difference. You have to use it for that one particular one. You had to use for a month. You had to use for 30 days. And yes, you do have to continue to use these products. They won't magically make your hair grow back if you're not using them, and they don't make your hair grow back. They just possibly either or they thicken the actual hair that you have, or B, there can be regrowth if there is a live papilla or hair root. I can go into other things. I'm just going to go over like products, like I went over the hairspray that I liked. This is a mousse. It's for curly hair. I love it. It smells like, remember Pop Rocks, those candies you'd put in your mouth and they do that little explosion? It smells like that, I think, anyways. But anyways, this is a mousse for curly hair. So it helps to define the curl. It doesn't give it a hard hold, but it gives it a bit of a hold, and it's still like kind of softer to the touch, and you only use a little bit. Now the thing with a professional mousse, whether it be for curly hair, straight hair, or whatnot, you actually get, and I'll explain this a little bit more, you're going to get product where if you buy a mousse in the drugstore, grocery store, dollar store, you're paying for mostly alcohol and air, so you're not getting a lot of products in there. This is, and you got to watch, because it comes out a lot, comes out through the top. There's other products. There's this one is it's a serum, and it's a leave-in. It's just a protectant. Each line has one of those too. Sometimes they come in a spray, sometimes they come, I've even told people to use like a serum or whatever on their hair. Use something on your hair to protect it before you start using thermal tools such as straighteners, blow dryers, and curling irons and whatnot. So I'm not gonna, you can always PM me message me and ask me, say I have this issue. What would you suggest? I'm not going to pick out a particular brand because everybody has to kind of figure out for themselves what they like best. I'm just going to go briefly over tools, and I brought out the straightener because a lot of people use a straightener. You can use a straightener. Oh, maybe I'll do a video. I'll show you how to curl hair with a straightener. Anyway, so I've been in Walmart and people in front of me have they're purchasing a straightener, and I actually want to grab it and tell them not to buy it. You need to buy a professional straightener. They can range anywhere from say $80 to up like $300-400. This one is a Paul Mitchell straightener. It is like my most favorite straightener ever. This one, I believe they've revamped it. This is an older one, but it used to have the silicone strip on the side. I've tried other straighteners, and I always go back to the Paul Mitchell Pro, this one. And now they have the Nero products, styling products, tools and stuff like that too. But this straightener I love, but it's also a little bit on the higher end price wise, but it's the adage, you get what you pay for. So anyways, straighteners, do not buy them from the grocery store. Winners, I don't care if Winners says it's a professional product name. There's a reason why it's in Winners. There's a reason why it's in Marshalls. There's a reason it was passed over for a reason. I don't know why. I'm not going to suggest why. That's another thing. Do not buy these products. If you see a salon product in Winners or Marshalls, do not buy it. They bought it in bulk. It could be expired product. Products do expire. They do. You can cause rashes and allergic reactions and different things if you're using an old product on your head. Usually I would say about a year, maybe 2, depending on the product. But shampoos and conditioners, I wouldn't go over a year. If you have it, toss it out. It does expire. Blow dryers. Blow drying does not, if you're doing it properly with the proper tools, brushes and whatnot, and proper methods, it will not dry out your hair. It's what you're using. So get a decent blow dryer. You can buy a half decent blow dryer at the professional level, or even a cheaper end at the professional level blow dryer, which is way better than the one that you're buying in the store, regular retail store. I'm not going to go there on whatever brand. My preference is Paul Mitchell tools. The blow dryers I love too. The curling irons, not so much, but they're okay, but I prefer hot tools and stuff like that. Anyway, you can get a decent blow dryer, probably the range of around $50. It's gonna last longer. It's gonna blow harder. It's gonna be better for your hair. A lot of the blow dryers and tools have ions and stuff in them, which is good for your hair. It takes away static to a certain extent. So it's all in the process of blow drying your own hair. So maybe that's another video. I'll blow dry my own hair. I usually blow dry my hair and then straighten it if I'm going to do that, because my hair is not too curly and tends to go fuzzy. I need to do the straightening part after. But if someone was to professionally blow dry my hair, round brush and blow dry my hair, I'm sure it would be awesome. Anyway, so maybe that's a future video too. So anyways, I know there's this thing, oh no, I just put oils in my hair. I have actually people tell me, and kind of gross, they'll tell me, oh no, I wash my hair with natural oils. Natural oils do not clean your hair. I'm sorry, they don't. They're not. You need a shampoo. You need a decent conditioner. And you needed something for your hair. Your hair stylist is a professional person, and she's most likely done a lot of education. She's done a lot of education on the types of hair, on styling hair. Also, she's done on the products to use in your hair for your specific hair. And it's more of a prescription for your hair rather than us trying to sell you something. It's not beneficial, but when you get your hair colored, or if you get your hair permed, or if you're just getting your hair cut, or if you're going out in the sun a lot, or if your job dries out your hair, like there's a lot of men that don't use conditioners. Some men even will tell us that they use bar soap in their hair, which that I just, anyways, that's just a cringer on its own. Anyway, you have to wash your hair with shampoo and conditioner meant for your hair. A lot of people, different cultures, they use oils in their hair, they use different things in their hair, which is, I guess, is fine. But if you have dandruff, if you have your hair's not smelling clean, I don't understand how that can be good for your hair. Then there's people that they're going gray and they think it's the fault of the product that they're putting in their hair, or they don't want to put product. They don't even want to shampoo their hair because they think that that's causing them to go gray. It's not causing your hair to go gray. What's causing you to go gray is your age. It could be your lifestyle. It could be stress. Well, it's most definitely stress. It's your eating habits. It's your habits in general. Are you generally a healthy person, or are you overstressed? Maybe there's other aspects to it than products don't cause you to go gray. It's hereditary as well. Just like balding or thinning is hereditary. A big portion of it is hereditary. So that's my product video. If anyone needs advice on product, just PM me and I'll try and answer your questions as best I can. When a client tells a hairdresser that they're getting something, even if you're just getting your hair cut and styled, I mean, it's not cheap, and you have to do it every 4 to 6 weeks to maintain your style. If it's looking like crap because of what you're using in your hair, you're paying all that money for the service, but then you're spending little or no money on something that's not really doing anything for your hair, other than it's probably causing it more bad than good. So anyways, any information on tools, any information on products, any information on styling products, and there's one thing that I'm going to say, and it's not directed towards one specific person, but you guys have to treat your hair. You have to use self-care as well. Some of you guys have hard jobs. You have dirty jobs in the sense of your skin is getting dirty and dry, or you have jobs that cause very much drying. If you're a drywaller, or if you're something along those lines where there's a lot of stuff to cause drying, the atmosphere you might be in at work might cause your hair to be dry, your skin to be dry. You need to wash your hair with a proper shampoo, and you need to condition your hair. There is conditioners out there for specific hairs types. So if you're extra dry, if you're dandruff, or if you're oily, there's things out there that can help. And your hairdresser, she might not be able to do your hair at this point, but you could always message her or talk to her and ask her what she would recommend for you to use on your hair. Or you can PM me. I don't have a problem with that. So that's pretty much it on shampoos. I would prefer everybody on the planet to use a professional shampoo over a not professional shampoo. And there's certain products out there that are sold online, or they're sold through a MLM company. I've tried a couple of them. I go and try them because I don't want to sit there and say something is bad because I didn't try it. So I've actually used it. I'm not going to say the names of them, but the one, it's a product that it's supposed to be like a conditioner, but it's supposed to clean your hair and condition your hair at the same time. I've tried that one. It starts with the W, and that's all I'll say. No. There's another product that's an MLM company, and it's claiming to make your hair thicker, make your hair grow back, or whatever. I've tried that. I had samples sent to me. Somebody was trying to get me to join up because I was a hairdresser. I'm sure there's other hairdressers out there that probably had the same experience. I was sent samples, and no. So they're making claims that it's growing back hair and different things like that. So I found it not to do anything you might as well use something out of the drugstore. And if you're going to buy those, pay all that money or whatever, invest all that money in these products, they're not going to do anything for you. Okay, so that's the end. I don't know if I covered everything on shampoos and conditioners and whatnot, but if there is any questions, feel free to ask. Wow, that's a long video. All right. Everyone have a good day. I don't know if I can even put it on Facebook. All right. So, maybe future video, how to curl your hair with straightener and blow dry, self blow dry. Yes, I did touch my face, but I'm at home.